Hello, everybody, and welcome to Week 11 Pick'em. I'm your host, Sam Godsey, and unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to see it, Tanner is on his way to Iowa City for a big matchup between our Iowa Hawkeyes and the Oregon Ducks. So I'm all by myself this week. Our guest picker, Alonso Haislop Rodriguez, couldn't make the stream tonight. So I'm just going to run through the picks, give them their super dogs. So let's dive right into it. Big one in by the way, pick them week 11 standings. I'm still sitting strong. 50 and 27 on the season, 4 and 6 in Superdogs, 61 total points. Tanner 42 and 35, 3 and 7, 49 total points. Last week it was rough. It was rough for our guest picker, Dana, as she went over, but nailed her super dog. Nebraska covered that +5 against USC, but Keegan still reigning supreme with a total of 9 points. But let's dive right into week 11 action. BYU, Texas Tech, big one in the Big 12. Alonso thinks the Cougars are going to pull this one on the road against Texas Tech. Tanner and I have Texas Tech. Texas Tech I went with because I think they got more fight. This could help their resume a lot, get higher up in that college football rankings. So I got Texas Tech here. Moving on to the SEC, we got big one, Texas A&M, Missouri. Excuse me. Texas A&M, Missouri. All three of us, Texas A&M. Reason I went there, Marcel Reed's one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Missouri has their backup playing. Bo Perbula went down a couple weeks ago now. I think it's gonna be kind of a whooping by Texas A&M. So gig them. Moving on, mention this one. Oregon, Iowa. Oregon traveling to Iowa City to take on the Iowa Hawkeyes, the ranked Iowa Hawkeyes. Alonso calling the upset as he goes with the Iowa Hawkeyes. But me and Tanner placing a little emotional hedge on this one. We have the Ducks in this one. Next, we have Navy, 7-1, coming off that loss to North Texas, taking on number 10 Notre Dame. Notre Dame is who all three of us are going with. So we all got Notre Dame. Marcus Freeman has probably his best team. I know they played in the national championship, but Jeremiah Love's one of the best players in college football right now. Jeremiah Love, the running back for Notre Dame, I think is going to make a big difference in this one. I think he kind of runs the floor, and Notre Dame takes care of business against Navy. Moving on, though, let's switch to the NFL slate as the Ravens taking on the Vikings. We're all going with the Birds. The Ravens winning this one. Lamar Jackson coming back is a huge step. The Vikings have been up and down all year. I personally don't think JJ McCarthy is the guy, but we all got Ravens. Next, we're moving on to the Patriots taking on the Buccaneers, two of the surprising teams of the NFL season so far. Alonzo and Tanner going with Baker Mayfield and the Bucks, but me, I love my guy Baker. There's no doubt about that. But what Drake May and the Patriots have done this year, Drake May playing at a MVP caliber. I like the Patriots in this one. Bucks banged up. We all know their injury history this season. So give me the Patriots here. Next, we got the Rams versus 49ers. A kind of shocking one. That's going to be a good one. 49ers led by Mac Jones. A lot better season than I think a lot of people expected, me included. But we're all going with the Rams. Matthew Stafford is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I mean, we've talked about him at length on this podcast. So we're all rolling with the Rams. To wrap up the regular pick 'em, we have the Steelers taking on the Chargers. Me and Tanner going with the Chargers. I think the new additions to the Chargers, especially on that offensive line, is going to be huge for Justin Herbert. And I think the Chargers get this one done. Alonzo, though, he's going with Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. But that leads to the coveted Superdog. And we got a doozy this week as Alonzo is going with a game tonight, Friday night, Tulane plus 3.5 against Memphis. Obviously, we talked about this crazy conference of the American. Tulane beat Memphis, could have huge implications on who gets in to that conference championship and who could be vying for a spot in the college football playoffs. Tanner going with Maryland once again. I believe this is his second or third time going with the Terrapins plus 2.5 versus Rutgers. I like that pick. I don't think Rutgers is good at all. Greg Schiano not really having a year that a lot of people thought. Maryland, solid team. So Tanner's going with Maryland plus 2.5. Now my super dog. Read the hat, baby. Look at the sweatshirt. Of course, I'm going Iowa plus 6.5. Now I know. What about Oregon's explosive offense? They haven't been to Kinnick Stadium. I wish this was a night game. It would have been absolutely electric. But Kinnick is going to be loud and proud on Saturday. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The defense is as good as ever. We finally got a quarterback, Mark Gronowski, playing as good of a quarterback as we've seen since Nate Stanley in 2017. 2017, Nate Stanley's signature game was against Ohio State. Well, we went belt to ass on them. Mark Gronowski has the same opportunity to do that here, get his signature win as a Hawkeye. And I think he does that. I got Iowa plus 6.5 against the Oregon Ducks. Again, be an awesome game, big noon kickoff there. Absolutely electric atmosphere. We're obviously going to hear from Tanner on next week's episode. But that's going to wrap it up for week 11. Pick them way shorter than the past couple weeks, but had to inform y'all on our picks. But the clock has run out on this one, but we'll see you on the next one on Crunch Time.